Shalom, shalom. First off, we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem V'chakodash. Double honors to the apostle, elders, a great millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Just in transit. Thought that I would just put something on wax, all through the spirit. Just pondering on some things, and as you can see on the phone, it's a picture. I took a picture of somebody walking, and this was on my way to camp last week. And as you can see, of course they're selling something, but when you got a spiritual eye, the Lord, as it's written, my incorruptible spirit is with all things, okay? And there's certain signs, throughout your day-to-day. And you want to know what? Throughout every second, minute, hour of the day, that you got to pay attention to certain things, because certain things that will reveal themselves. And like this one, as it says, final days, and we're definitely living in those times. We're definitely living in those days, man. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on, geopolitically, geoeconomically, as the Lord spoke about in Matthew, the 24th, chapter. Wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, pretty much the uproars of the people. And, we living in those days, man. We see all of that stuff coming to pass, and you still got a big majority of our people, which is written, the two-thirds are gonna, they gotta go through that fire, man. They gotta get that sacrifice. It's gonna be, it's gonna be a physical one. And we this the hopeful elect at this point in time have been chosen. I'll say that, have been called to go through the spiritual fire, and to be refined. Okay, that's the gold, tried in fire, and purified. All through the through the word, through Yahweh Shai, sanctify them through that truth. That word is truth. So through the words that we read, we get the understanding, we get the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that's going to do what? It's going to, give us stability when the time comes, man. When Jacob's trouble presents itself. But nevertheless, we're living in those days, man. And one thing I was pondering on is that how much help we need. Even now, even before all of these calamities take place, and the Lord's word be fully fulfilled. How much more now in the walk, in the basically the time where the edification of the saints is taking place, So throughout the temptations and the purging, throughout the renewing your mind day by day, renewing that inner man day by day, we need help, man. I just say that we need help. So yes, you got to definitely call upon the name, pray, because ultimately, I forget what the name of the scripture was, roughly paraphrasing. I believe it's the prayers of the righteous pierce of the clouds. Okay, so of course we're not righteous indeed, even though we strive to do it the best we can, but we're going to definitely fall short because we're subject unto vanity. But nevertheless, you still got to pray, man, and you got to ask him if you believe. It's impossible to please him, without belief, without faith in him. So So in these days that's coming, you know, you definitely got to stay grounded within this faith, you know. Definitely got to stay grounded, because it's, you know, some terrible times are coming. They are coming, you know. And what's happening now is that we're going through that spiritual fire, you know. And you know, it's definitely a tough it's a tough walk, man. It's a tough walk. It's a lonely walk, you know. And you know, but it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing at the end of the day, because we fighting for something that's great, man. The spirit, the energy that the believers, man, that the believers have, you know, that the churches, you know, start with our apostles and elders, man, who've been laboring, who've been doing this thing for decades, you know. And what greater example that we have to keep the faith and to keep pushing and to keep, you know, bringing that righteous energy, man. Keep being a Lord's willing, a vessel for righteousness, man, and bringing that energy to the earth, you know. Because at the same time, it's a left hand side that's bringing bringing that left hand energy, you know. So in order to combat that, we have to do what we're doing. You know, as much as it hurts, man, as much as it, you know, as much as just, you know, it completely, you know, no matter what anybody thinks, you know, it's all for the greater good. So when the Lord talk about, you know, him coming back and bringing division and setting that, you know, a man against his wife, daughter against mother, or, you know, father against son, you know, that division is necessary, you know, because with that division, the standard is set, because it's like, okay, you either gonna stand with me or you're not, you know. You either gonna stand with me or you're not. And at the end of the day, I can honestly say that, hey, listen, it ain't no other way, man. Listen, the earth is suffering, man. Our people are suffering. You know, okay, the water is poisonous. The air is poisoned. The food is poisoned. Okay, family structure, your family's destroyed, man. You know, hey, the woman is at war. The man is at war with the woman. The woman is at war with the man. There's no peace. There's no peace of mind, man. You know, it's just chaos. You know, and it's just a really filthy, stinking, like real negative type of place that we live in. And the mass majority of people don't see it. That's the thing. They don't see it, but they see it. You understand what I'm saying? Like they live in, like it was crazy is this statistics is, as far as stress level, you know, it's, you know, depression, and that's why the opioid crisis and liquor sales is skyrocketing. Okay, divorce rates are skyrocketing. Okay, and people are aware of these things, but they choose not to look at them, man. They choose not to look at them. They choose not to say anything about it, you know. So that's a coward move. But listen to the saints, because as it is written, man, we're gonna stand upon our feet, man. You know, those dry bones spoken about in Ezekiel the 37th chapter. We're gonna get that breath, you know, of life back, man, and put them sinews back on, okay? Which is representation of the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay, and then when you come back into that fold, you come back into the knowledge, you got that light, you know, and who's that light? Is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the one who ushered all of that in for us to be able to receive it, so we can be able to see what is and what should, you know, what should be, how things should be, what's the only way that works, you know? So these are the final days, okay? Because the knowledge is here, man. The knowledge is gone around the earth, man. You know, it's camps all over the earth. You know, these prophecies are picking up, man. The mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, that technology is here, okay? They've already started implanting in people trial runs and things of that nature, okay? You know, the World War III that's spoken about in the scriptures, that's brewing up. That's already here, you know. With the economy, all with these tariffs, it's just wars that are going on. That it's not a hot war; it's a cold war, okay? And it's being fought financially and cyberly, you know, if that's a word, you know. So we're able to see all of these things, man, and these are the final days, and it must needs come to pass, man, because listen, man, this is a real messed up place, man. It's a real messed up place. And you want to know what you see what not to be. You see what not to do. You see when the ways of the Heavenly Father, when we don't keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, when we're rebellious and want to do what we want to do, we lose, man. You know, and this is the perfect example because he set a base man up who's completely adverse to his ways to show us, like, look, man, I'm gonna show you what it is when you ain't got when you don't got the righteous in authority, okay? When you don't got my ways set up on the planet, and it's nothing but chaos, man. It's nothing but these people rape with the so-called the self-proclaimed white people, which are the biblical Edomites, you know, going around raping, robbing, and murdering, man. Okay, from sea to shining sea. Okay, and then look at you like you crazy, and then point at the Israelites, you know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, like you the problem. Okay, paint you as a criminal, you know, as a beggar or a lazy individuals that don't want to do nothing, that don't want to work, you know, that are just all you want to do is just, you know, rob people and, you know, just live a life of crime and so on and so forth, you know. And this is and ultimately this is what it is, man. And you want to know what? Listen, and that's all of that took place because of what? You know? Because because we ain't do what we was supposed to do. So now we understand that. So now, as you can see, man, it's the final days now. That the knowledge is back. We understand where we went wrong at. So we just gotta suffer patiently, man. You know? Until the Lord come back and deliver us, man. Yahweh Shai, okay, which is the only begotten, the Son of the Most High, okay. So you know, man, just wanted to put something on wax, man. It's just a lot of things can be said. You know, it's much more prophecies that are going to come to pass. Well, I mean, the majority of them will come to pass, but they're going to be amped up in these days. You know, these prophecies are going to be amplified. You know, this year was deemed the year of prophecy, and we definitely seen that happen. But things are going to start amplifying, okay? And it may seem to be tearing, but if you feel that way, then you're not watching. You know, the Lord said, watch as well as pray, so you won't fall into temptation, man. You got to keep your eyes single and focused on what's the goal. You know, and what's coming to pass, because it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. It's going to catch, you know, that's why the scriptures say he's coming like a thief in the night, because he's going to catch a lot of people with their pants down, man, so to speak. You know, so you know, these final days are here. You know, watch as well as pray, and you know, shalom. Yahweh Shemel Shabbat Bashir Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone, and peace and salutation to the elect. Shalom.